Hey! 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 Yo! Yo!
Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the Buzz Brat. This is your brat. Your brat. This is your brat. This is your girl, Annie. So, tonight we are going to be watching the most terrifying places you never know existed. So, make sure you watch up until the end because the last video is really creepy and I do not want to watch it on my own. By myself. So make sure you watch till the end. Make sure you also hit that subscribe and like button. So let's get started.
Underground chamber on the planet.
It's not just a cave. It's an actual world in Vietnam. Inside this cave, it's 40 stories high. There's actually an ancient forest. It's got flowing water, not just a puddle or a stream, but an actual river. Inside the cave is an entire growing ecosystem. And it's so deep that it looks like it's an entrance to a whole other reality.
This incredible subterranean realm, called the Doong Cave, is estimated to be roughly 3 million years old. It runs through the earth for nearly 6 miles, and numerous areas where the cave ceiling has collapsed allow sunlight to enter, resulting in the growth of trees and other vegetation.
Maybe we can move there. Maybe it's better down there.
According to area residents, what's most notable about Doong Cave are the strange creatures that are believed to dwell within it.
Local residents describe seeing reptilian-type humanoid beings emerging from the Doong Cave, and they believe that they actually lived deep inside this cave. What's fascinating about this is that these reptilian-type humanoid beings are similar to the seraphim or the winged serpents in Kabbalistic tradition. The seraphim are said to have gone and lived in the inner earth according to Kabbalistic teaching.
Is it possible that reports of reptilians at Doong Cave are encounters with beings from inner earth?
I think I changed my mind. I don't want to move now.
It exists in the North Atlantic Ocean between Bermuda, Florida, and Puerto Rico and spans approximately 500,000 miles. And it creates that triangle, which I didn't know this though, but this was like somebody just made up this term for it. The government does, all the government agencies that study the ocean deny it, the military, the Navy. Actually, the most famous event associated with the Bermuda Triangle is called Flight 19, which was a real training mission of U.S. Navy bombers that took place on December 5th, 1945, in which the planes and the 14 crewmen never returned and no wreckage was ever located. So in this disappearance of the USS Cyclops, over 309 of the crew went missing in 1918, and they did a huge extensive search, but they never found any, not even a scrap of metal, nor were any of the 309 people who were on board found. Just gone.
That's crazy. That's scary. My dad was in the Navy, but he never really talked about it in details about the Bermuda Triangle, but he said it was a creepy place.
For ancient astronaut theorists, perhaps the strongest evidence that Osiris may have been a robot can be found in the ancient pyramid texts, which describe the symbol of the Djed pillar as Osiris's spine.
Osiris in his resurrected form was portrayed as a pillar that clearly resembles a modern-day Tesla coil.
In this one carving at Abydos, it is as if Isis has her hand inserted into Osiris's back. Could it be that the story of Osiris is something completely different than what we have thought?
Maybe. I don't know.
What do we have here? Looks like another ghost train. And no one's driving. This can't be good. No idea where it's coming from and no idea where it's going. Oh boy.
Where is it going? Okay, am I the only person that thinks that I should jump in and see where it takes me? Guess that's one of my toxic traits. I don't know, but I want to know where it goes. Let me go. You guys, let me know in the comments if you would do it with me. Jump in a train to see where it takes us. Let me know.
Of 2024, a video was taken inside a public restroom where something pretty creepy took place. The man who recorded this is known as Axel Loza, and based on his voice alone, you can tell that he's deeply troubled by something. Axel states that no one else is in the restroom except him. Now this is odd, considering that he just heard noises coming from one of the stalls, but each one is empty. So, as an attempt to get this on camera, he begins to record and captures this.
No, te quiero que vean. Estoy ahorita en el baño de la universidad. Pero el pedo ahorita es que acabo de terminar de hacer el baño. Y pues estaba todo normal. Pero ahorita están ruidos raros. Y se está tocando la puerta, pero quiero que vean que pues no hay nada. Vean, ahí está mi reflejo. Mi reflejo, pero vean de este lado, pues aquí no hay nada, vean. Acá tampoco, vean. Aquí tampoco hay nada. Aquí pues tampoco, vean. Y acá el lugar es bastante pequeño y está mi reflejo. Pero a ver, uy. ¿Escucharon? ¿Escucharon?
Okay, the first knock, that's when you get the heck out of there.
No hay nada.
As if it wasn't already startling to hear the banging noises, we see this, a face suddenly appearing in a stall that was clearly empty. It happens quickly, but not so fast that we miss it. Only do we realize what was seen until after it happens, or at least that's what happened with Axel. It was only after reviewing the footage that he noticed the face. Just like viewers, he was left terrified by what was caught behind the door. Like something out of a nightmare, a pale face with wide open eyes just disappears without a trace. Now Axel hasn't said much or given updates on this occurrence, but with or without further context, the video itself is still pretty terrifying.
I didn't see it until he pointed it out at the end of the video. Did you guys see it?
The former home of Glenn and Rachel Sutton, who were both murdered here in 1987. Their bodies were found drenched in blood and wrapped up together in a roll of carpet. It wasn't until months later that the murderer was caught after leaving the scene of 5 more murders. At the time, Clinton Bankston was only 15 years old when he committed these awful crimes. For 34 years, this house has remained empty, and the residents of Athens, Georgia avoid the property and surrounding land.
Visiting this place could get you killed. This is Pedophile Island, North Fox Island in Michigan. This island has an airstrip built on it by the pedophile owner that he used to fly children in and out of here back in the 1970s. We had a flight set up to get there with people that were local, and they canceled on us 2 days in a row. They even claimed that the runway was going to be too muddy. So instead of giving up, we found someone with a boat and we made our way out there. And guess what? Once we got out to the island, it wasn't muddy at all. Now, this ring was ran by a man named Francis Sheldon. And in these very rooms and cabins, multiple children were assaulted and photographed and videotaped while these assaults were happening. These videos and photos were then sold into pedophile rings all across America. And before Francis Sheldon could be arrested, he took off from this island on his private plane using this very airstrip, and he fled to Amsterdam. He was never arrested. In fact, only one guy was ever arrested connected to this ring, and he served 2 years in prison before getting out and assaulting another child. This pedophile ring is also closely tied to the Oakland County child killings, and we explored all of this in my newest documentary on YouTube. It's on there now if you want to watch.
Wow. So his TikTok page is called the Paranormal Files. So if you guys want to follow him, that is so weird. You've never heard of that one. So the next one is going to be a 2-part. So this is part 1.
Ohio known as Helltown, and in this place, many people have reported feeling extremely uneasy when coming here. To some people, this isn't surprising, considering the horrifying events that occurred many years ago. Helltown was founded by a group of Native Americans who tragically lost many of its people in a gruesome battle between settlers and colonial troops. A lot of Indians died here, but those who survived had left Helltown in search of another home. Fast forward to present-day Helltown, and people are deeply afraid of coming here alone. Many believe that the land is cursed, given the chain of bad luck that ensued when the settlers moved in. On a certain night, Chris Hill, who you might recall from previous videos, decides to visit Helltown. What he captures on camera is eerie, to say the least. As Chris walks through a dense forest, he finds an old barn house. It's from here on out when things get weird.
The barn of Helltown.
Now, nothing too strange happens here, but when Chris decides to explore beyond the barn, things take a very creepy turn. Watch.
Yeah, this shit's kind of creepy. It's like a little shack back here.
Part 2.
Saying, but Chris was totally spooked. Somewhere not too far from him, a bunch of howling noises are heard. Understandably, he starts to get anxious. Although it's unclear as to what this was, it seems more than likely that a pack of coyotes were howling collectively. Regardless, coyote or not, the sudden cries coming from the pitch darkness had Chris on edge. But as if tonight couldn't get any more creepy, this happens. Not long after hearing the howling noises, he proceeds to explore the rest of Helltown. As he walks with caution, he immediately stops.
I keep hearing something. It sounds like it's following me.
So those two are the edited video when he went to go to the Helltown. I have the full video at the end, you guys, and I'll show you that at the end. So keep watching.
Hey! 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 Yo! 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 Hey! Yo!
Oh, they are in there. They're in there stealing the copper pipes, you guys, because you can sell those. That's what they're doing. So he happened to go in there and caught those people that not even supposed to be in there either, stealing stuff, and he's being chased. Oh my gosh, run! No. What in the world? So okay, those two are not supposed to be in that. That's probably not their property. Because that guy is like chasing him too. So that's gotta be so scary. Oh shoot. All right. Let's go to the next one.
The Osiris shaft, which is located directly under the causeway between the Sphinx and the second pyramid. It goes about 100 feet underground. It's carved out of the limestone bedrock. It's the creepiest place I've ever been in my life. It's 3 different shafts, and you go down and you get to the 3rd level, which is completely dark and freaky. There was a side tunnel. Zahiawas himself, he's standing in front of this tunnel, and he says, it's yet to be explored. I don't know what's down there. So they've since sealed it up. It's like cinder blocks. They sealed it up.
What?
Yes, it's the same thing. Like, they excavated the Sphinx, and there was always said to be tunnels under there, and there was no pictures ever released to the public, and some dude snuck down in there and took some photos. You can't see much, but what you know is that there are things that have gone underground in Egypt that, for whatever reason, Joe, is just off limits to the public.
Wow. Okay.
Call the police about what we found hidden in this abandoned house. A caged room only opening from the outside. Another caged room. Lots of chains. Hair.
That's a house? Nope. I'm staying outside.
Most haunted locations in the USA, never visit if you want to stay alive. Number 3, Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, West Virginia. This Gothic-style asylum was built in 1864 and housed thousands of mentally ill patients, many of whom were subjected to cruel treatments such as lobotomies, electroshock therapy, and ice water baths. Paranormal investigators have reported seeing apparitions, hearing voices, and feeling cold spots in the asylum. Number 2, the LaLaurie Mansion, New Orleans, Louisiana. This French Quarter mansion was the home of Madame LaLaurie, a socialite who tortured and killed enslaved people in her attic in the early 19th century. When a fire broke out in 1834, the police discovered the horrific scene and a mob stormed the house, forcing LaLaurie to flee to France. People claimed to hear the screams of her victims and see their ghostly forms in the house. Before revealing the number 1, remember to subscribe and like the video. Number 1, the Stanley Hotel, Estes Park, Colorado. This grand hotel, built in 1909, is famous for inspiring Stephen King's novel, The Shining. The hotel is said to be haunted by the ghosts of its original owners, F.O. and Flora Stanley, who can be seen playing the piano, moving furniture, and flickering lights.
I love old buildings, you guys, but I mean, I'd go visit it and everything. But if there's paranormal stuff, I don't mess with that. I do not mess with those things.
Part of the Hollywood Forever Cemetery I stumbled upon. Rarely do I ever get the creeps from a place, but this building gave me the chills. This is where my hair stood up on my neck and arms. I turned around because I swore I heard someone. Everything in here was so old. I was confused to why it was so hidden. So spooky.
That place is beautiful, though, isn't it? I'd love to go over there and visit it, but we'll see. Okay, so this last video, you guys, this is the whole entire video of when Chris, that two-part video that I showed you earlier. His name is Chris, and he went into the hill. What is it called? The hill place. I can't remember. But anyways, mind you, this guy went in there alone by himself, riding his bicycle only. And there is right towards the end, when he got into the second barn or something, the place was so thick with brushes and stuff and everything, and the trail was not big enough for him to ride his bike. He left his bike, got off his bike, left it there, and walked all the way through towards the end by himself. Okay, kudos to this guy. He is very, very brave. Okay, let's watch.
Christopher explores an abandoned village called Helltown when this was captured.
Helltown.
Everett covered bridge. I guess it's the bridge they're always talking about.
So it says this site was abandoned in 1782. I don't have my glasses on, you guys, sorry. Because of repeated clashes with colonial American troops and settlers. So this was during the British and American Revolution. So that's 1782. Long time ago. He said, the whole village gives me creepy vibes. He just went straight to the tunnel. Just went straight to the tunnel. I would have stopped right there and said, I don't know. Should I keep going? Should I just turn around? And it's not even in the car. He's in his bicycle. So he came across one of the landmarks called JT Paper Mill. Once a thriving factory for producing paper from vegetables, fibers, or wood pulps.
That's where I'm headed to right now to find a paper mill.
So that whole entire thing is like a paper machine, I guess. That whole machine that he's looking at right now.
That's pretty cool. Keeps going all the way back here.
If you say so.
Damn. This is creepy.
Yeah. So this is when it said the path got so narrow, Christopher ditched his bike and continued. So this is when he was just walking. He was just going through all this whole thing by foot. Audio cuts out. You guys, I'm scared right now. Ooh, I'm so scared. You know how many times I paused this video? I didn't even watch the whole thing. I just put it in here. So let's see.
It's the barn of Helltown.
So Helltown is known for rituals and its cult activities. No wonder they have all those signs and stuff on there. It's just weird. Audio cuts out. Oh no. So he heads back outside and continues the path. There's more path? I would have turned around after like the first barn. I can't. Can you guys imagine? I don't know if any of you would do this all by yourself. Let me know in the comments because I'm not me. Not for me. Sorry.
Yeah, this shit's kind of creepy.
The whole thing is creepy.
It's like a little shack.
Okay, this is where I stopped. So I haven't seen this video from here on. So let's go watch. Oh my gosh. Says listen closely. I don't want to. Don't go in there. Okay, I'm gonna turn the audio up a little bit. Okay. I have to go move my earphones so I don't lose my eardrums.
I'm surprised this barn is still standing despite how old it is.
I'm surprised you're in there.
What the hell is that? What the fuck?
It could be coyotes, it says, but let's remember that Helltown was abandoned around the time of the American Revolution. So that's what people are saying, maybe coyotes, but coyotes or not, I'm out. I'm running.
What the fuck is that?
Says Christopher's battery completely drains and shuts off, replaces it, and continues. That's weird too. Native Americans believes coyotes were helpful spiritual animals that can guide you on your journey through life. Okay, they're gonna guide me through my journey through home. That's what's gonna happen. So dark. Says Christopher continues through the tall grass, reaching another path. Boy, how many paths does it have? I don't see a path. Do you guys see a path? I don't see it. All right, there's a path. Strange howling could be heard.
What the hell is that? It's a weird noise.
Yeah.
I don't want to get lost. There's bugs everywhere.
Notice the tall grass is roughly 45 feet high. Oh my gosh. There's like eyes looking at him right up there. It's really, really like peach dark, peach black dark.
Something's over there. I can hear it.
No shit. Six follow Urbix Hill. Scared for Christopher, but kudos to you, dude. You are a very, very brave boy or man, however young or older you are. You're a very brave young man. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching with me up until the end. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like and possibly share my videos. Please and thank you. It's going to help me gain more subscribers and likes and followers, and it'll help me grow my channel. But once again, thank you all so much, you guys. God bless you. I love you. See you on the next video. Bye.